Next, we're going to talk about multiplication. Broadly generalized, what multiplication is area. So base times width is a very common thing that especially that formula comes up a lot inside of Minecraft if you're creating a base or you're doing something like that. So area is in a sense multiplication. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 blocks here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 blocks on the side. So 6 times 4 is 24. So if I mine this little bit here, we're going to see that at the end of this, we have 24 blocks. So let's go ahead and do that. And 24, look at that. What this means is that we can go ahead and do multiplication inside of Minecraft. Let's see how this works. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just toss. Let's get rid of that stack. And then let's do, I don't know, let's do like 5 times 6. Let me come down here. I do have diamond equipment. I got that from Creative, so it's going to go a little bit quicker for me than it might for you. But we can do 5 times 6. So 5 times 6 we know is 30. But if we didn't know that, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 5. And then go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went one too many, one too far. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we can go ahead and clear out the middle, and that's going to give us, we should have 30 when we're done. Let's see what we got. Whoa, look at that, 30. Next, let's do 7 times 8. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on, let me get rid of, let's try this again. I'm going to fill this in just so we start from the beginning. Let's go ahead and toss this. And then let's go ahead and do 7 times 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now make your guess. 7 times 8. And then let's go ahead and clear out the center and see what we get. Did you guess 56? If you did, you got it right. But it also works the other way. So we can take 56 or we can go the other way. So let's try 11 times 11 times 3. So 11 times 3 is 33, right? But we have 56 blocks, so we should have plenty of blocks. But let's go ahead and go the reverse way. So instead of mining or removing blocks, we can add blocks to do the same thing and construct the same area. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So now we go ahead and fill it in, right? There we go. So going this way means that we actually have to count how many we have here to verify our answer. But where this is useful is this might be helpful in visualizing multiplication, right? So as you're doing multiplication, it might be helpful to think about this process in terms of doing the multiplication itself, right? Now, this also, so if we have 33 blocks, we know that we can arrange them in a row of 3 and a row of 11. So 11 by 3 is 33, which means we can also use this for division. But we'll talk about division in just a little bit. We'll go through some division algorithms. The biggest way this is useful and the way that most people use it is in planning, like where you're going to put your base and your house, and making sure you have enough blocks for your house, right? So perimeter is addition. So if we wanted a house that was 8 by 8, for example, so to fill it in, that problem is 8 times 8. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we wanted our perimeter to be this big, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 7 times 4 because this block is used for this row and this block will be used for this row. So really it's 7 times 4, which is 28. So we'll have 28 total blocks. And that gives us our perimeter. But let's say that you wanted to fill everything in the center. Well, that's 8 times 8. And 8 times 8 is 64. So you need a full stack to be able to fill up the entire center of this entire thing. So like, let's say we're creating a farm. We're going to plant some of these wheat seeds that we picked up. So let's go and pick up some more. So notice this is a 3. We started here. So this is 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should have given us 15. And as you can see, we have 15, and then that's 16. And I don't think, yeah, it looks like this is going to be enough to finish this off. So now what we can do is we can come in and we can start our farm, right? And we can actually plant some of these seeds, right? And then go and collect some more of these seeds. But we know that in order to fill this entire thing, we need 8 times 8 total seeds. So we need a full sack of seeds in order to fill this entire farm, right? This is how multiplication is useful in Minecraft. It reduces the amount of times you have to go out and find things and come back, right? And if you don't care, that works. That's totally fine. I'm not trying to say that you have to play a certain way or a specific way, but if your goal is efficiency, mathematics really allows and enables that efficiency really well. So it gives you the ability to really just kind of lean into, oh, okay, I need a full stack before I come back. So you can go out and you can get your full stack in one adventure, and then come back and you can plant as you go. That's totally fine. That also works. As you plant these seeds, they're going to grow. Something else that we haven't talked about is water. Water needs in order for the plants to grow, they need water, right? So these seeds might not be as efficient So I've got 9, so we can go ahead and plant those 9. But once this is fully planted, you'll notice that if every wheat, when I go to harvest, if I get 1 wheat seed from every fully grown piece of wheat, then I'll get a full stack of seeds, which means I'll be able to replant the entire thing. So assuming that it gives me 1 or more seeds, I'll be able to go in and plant replant this entire thing, and then have additional seeds to be able to utilize in other ways outside of this farm. So again, mathematics, the biggest thing that it unlocks is efficiency. And especially in Minecraft, like that really cuts down on time. It cuts down on time that's required for you to be able to build things and understand that you can build things. What I like to do, paper can be pretty beneficial. And so I like to get a full stack of paper, and that requires this sugar cane down here. So usually when I first start a new game, one of my first goals is to find sugar cane. And ideally I would find a full stack of it, because then when I harvest, I will get a full stack of sugar cane. And that can be really helpful in being able to make paper and stuff, right? We could take this a step further and we could see how many sugar canes are required for us to make paper. And that's pretty easy to see just by going and harvesting some, like building a crafting table and then looking at the crafting table. So in here, we come to the crafting table and look at, so sugar, paper requires 3 sugar canes, right? So if I wanted a full stack of paper, meaning 64 pages, well, I need 3 full stacks of sugar cane in order to get a full stack of paper. And we can do that with some basic mathematics, right? But the biggest thing to note here is that when you're doing Minecraft, you're frequently calculating things in your head. Approximation is still mathematics. So if you're like, okay, so 21, that's a good starting amount. You don't necessarily need to do the calculation of when this is fully grown, what is that going to give me? So it's going to be 21 times 3, right? But if you only harvest the top 2 and leave what's already here, then it's going to give you just 2. So it's 21 times 2, which is 42. So that'll give you, when we harvest next, we'll get 42 total sugar canes. So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, hopefully we get, let's assume that we get 2 seeds per wheat, right? So that's going to give us approximately 24. So we'll be able to add another 24. And maybe that's too much. You know, maybe we should only plan on having another 6. But you can get an estimate for how long it's going to take you to fill the entire space, right? So we harvest this once, and then we're going to harvest it again to get another row, and then again to get 2 rows, and then again to get the 3 rows that remain. So we have at least 3 or 4 fully grown wheat seeds before we can fill this entire thing. From here, we can calculate how long it takes wheat to grow. And then with that information, we can run some multiplication calculation to understand exactly how long it's going to take before we have a full set of wheat that we can use. Anyways, that's multiplication. It can be helpful. It's useful. It comes in handy frequently inside of Minecraft when you're playing, especially if you're in survival mode, because you need to utilize your resources effectively.